Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, the BaeSlay Way, and we are back with our placement interview experience segment for you. And today's company is Tracelink. So before moving on to the recruitment process, if you are new here, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notifications instantly. If you want to get featured on this particular segment, there is also a Google form attached in the description box below. All you need to do is fill up the form and we'll contact you. And there's also a Telegram link that you can join to stay updated with our channel. Now, quickly, let's move on to the recruitment process.
So profile offered by Tracelink is software engineering. The CTC that they are offering is mentioned, plus stocks. Eligibility criteria is branches eligible are CSIT. The CGPA you required is 7.5 and above. Coming to the online test was on HackerRank, and there were 3 questions and you need to solve in 50 minutes, and 2 were coding and 1 was of DBMS. Coming to the interview part, there were a total of 3 interviews. First was technical, then technical plus HR, and the third was a confirmation round where you will be explained the salary structure and all. That is managerial round. So we will discuss this in very much detail with our guest today.
So hi guys, today we have with us Tushar, who has cracked the recruitment process for Tracelink for the job role of a software engineer. Welcome to our channel, Tushar, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So before we move on, I would request you to give a quick introduction.
Okay, myself Tushar Despude. I am from Pune. I'm pursuing my engineering in information technology from Pune Institute of Computer Technology. And recently, the most excited thing is that I placed in Tracelink with the CTC of 11.60 lakh.
Okay, so let's move to the interview segment then. So can you brief us about the aptitude test before the interview, how they shortlisted you for the interviews?
Okay, first thing, I got a link of registration from my college portal only. It is a campus drive. I registered and I get the link of HackerRank platform. The aptitude, it is not an aptitude. I can say that it's a coding test. There are 2 questions of C++, that means you can see the problem solving, and 1 is of data, that is database. So the platform was HackerRank and the time was about 50 minutes. The first 2 questions was, it is of array only. In that, the first question is of array, where I have to rotate the array with the user difference, with the difference given by the user. And the second question was it is like just a road. There are 4 roads and they are crossing each other. And we have to take the input from the user, and I have to calculate how much time the road is getting crossed with each other. There are these 2 questions. And 1 is of a database. In that, there are a basic queries like inner joins, and we have to perform the inner joins. And after that, I solve all these questions. And every question has near about 4 to 5 test cases. We have to pass that test cases. After that, this round gets shortlisted.
Okay.
Okay.
So after this, you were shortlisted for the interviews, so we can take the interview parts. So how were your interviews and how many rounds were there?
Yes, the interview part, after getting shortlisted, I have near about 3 to 5 days for the interview preparation. And on, I guess, 13th of November, I get the link of interview. That is interview first round of technical interview. In that, first I asked about, tell me about yourself, and I have to explain about some of my projects. And they just asked questions from my resume only, where I mentioned some languages like C++ and Python, and also data structures questions like which is your favorite data structure and which language you prefer for solving the data structure. After that, they asked me one puzzle. The puzzle was somewhat like there is a company, a man worked for 7 days, and that the company wants to give him a rod, like It is a famous question from the YouTube only. I had simply for that. And we have to divide that rod into the 7 parts by giving the 2 cuts. By giving only the 2 cuts, that was the puzzle. I solved that puzzle. They had given me near about 15 to 20 minutes. And after that, the interviewer asked me to code for the graph of water. It is a question from Geeks for Geeks, where I have to solve that graph of water. He had given me the choice of languages like C++, Java, and Python. C++, and I passed that thing. After that, he asked some basic questions of proofs like polymorphism and inheritance, the basic ones like that thing. And that's on in the second round.
Okay, so in the coding part, were you told to write it on a chats, or there was a platform where you were coding it?
No, the interviewer shared me the code share, and the question was on the code share. The interviewer asked me to code that code on any IDE. So I used Visual Studio from my side, and just he has given some sample input and output. I have to just use that sample input and output and just follow the code.
Yeah. Okay.
But in that case, I remember that I had first told about the pseudocode. He was okay with the pseudocode also. Then I asked him that can I code or can I just tell the logic behind that? Then he gave me the option to code me. Otherwise, if that time I just generally said the logic part, then it will be okay for me. That means that is okay.
Okay. Okay, I guess we can move on to the next round then.
Okay, so the third round is of like HR. There was HR round with a technical person. And also there is one person, I guess he is trying to judge my communication skill and personality things. So in this part, the HR first asked me about, tell me about yourself and some project things like that thing. And after that, the communication skill, that person asked me about some hobbies part. In that I mentioned about my hobbies like listening music and likes to play various instruments of musical instruments. Then he just asking questions on that only. After that, he asking about family members and what your father do, what is your family occupation, from where you belong, from which state, from which district, what is the famous thing of your district, and such type of communication skills questions. And after that, HR asked me about the weakness, strength, and what are the good things in you, why we should hire you. And after that, technical person asked me some questions. So the technical person asked me about my project. He just told me about what was the advantages of my project and what will be the future like updates you will be providing in your project. And after that, the technical person asked me about the questions on my difference between MySQL and MongoDB. Why we should go for MongoDB, why it is faster than MySQL, all that things. And he asked me about data structure like linked list, what is linked list, and what is array, what is the difference between array and linked list. He asked me to solve a question on linked list. The question was like coding. He shared me the code share, and the question was to reverse a linked list using the pointer. But frankly, that time I was not knowing the logic. So I frankly told the interviewer that I was not able to, I was not familiar with the data structure linked list. I'm familiar with the array. So he just changed the question, and the question was ISBN number. It is a simple question that the ISBN number is a 10-digit number, which has the summation of an index value, and it is divisible by 11. You have to just verify that the number is ISBN or not. So he asked me just the logic, and I explained the logic behind that. And after, the HR asked me to share my Visual Studio code and just type the question and go through the test cases. And I successfully passed all the test cases, and the code was run by my side. That's it. Yeah, that's it on the third round.
So even in the HR round, you were asked few technical questions.
Yeah. Yes, it is HR plus technical.
Okay.
That's why they asked me the technical thing.
So there was only one person taking your interview, right? for HR plus tech?
No. There are three different persons. Like one is of technical, one is HR, and one, I guess, he's just a representative of communication, just taking the communication skill and personality.
Okay.
This was not my final round. After that, there is also one round.
Okay. So you can start speaking about it.
Okay. So here is the suspense of my interview. Like after clearing this thing, in the coding part, suddenly I had a electric supply power off at my house. So the meeting, I get removed from the meeting. And then I called to my TNP coordinator from my college only, and I asked him about that to rejoin me again into that meet because my interview is not completed. That time he told me that you are on the hold, just wait for some time, they will call you back. Then I was waiting, but I didn't receive any call for the 2 or 3 hours. Then that part was like all my parents are asking me what happened, that why have you not given that? That means you get rejected or just there are also some hope. So I was just somewhat getting nervous and getting into a tension. And I didn't get the call from them. Then I again called to my coordinator. The coordinator told me that the company has completed all the interviews and they had just sent the final list that all the students. From that, they had selected the 2 students, but your name was not there in the list. So it was just what to do now. So I asked him that I had not completed even the interview. They should give me a chance because it is just a technical issue. So the coordinator was just shouting on me that you should not post them like this. And now the interview has happened. You should prepare for the next company. Then I thought that सब कुछ हो गया अभी कुछ नहीं हो सकता है. Then I shut down my laptop and went outside. And suddenly I received a call from an HR. They asked me that you had not completed the interview. So that moment was really happy for me. That means अभी कुछ hopes है अभी भी कुछ हुआ नहीं है hopes है अभी भी. Then they suddenly told me that just join within 2 minutes. The HR is there. He is taking your interview. Then I joined with my mobile phone only. And after that, the HR just asked me the same question which was going on that time. And I just explained all the logics from my side. And he told me, okay, that's clear from my side. Can I ask you one please? So I said, yes, okay, you can go on, sir. So he asked me a question like, it was just a tricky part, like A is looking to B, B is looking to C. The question is like that, A is looking to B, B is looking to C, where A is married and C is unmarried. And in this situation, he asked me, is the married person is looking to the unmarried or not? I have to answer that thing. So it was quite simple, but it took me about 10 to 15 minutes to think on this question only. The answer was very easy. There is only 2 probabilities that the B can be married or can be unmarried. Yeah. If she is married, there is also 1 probability. And if she is unmarried, there is also 1 probability. So the answer for this is yes. The married person is looking to the unmarried one. So I explained all these things. So the interviewer gets impressed on me. And he told me that after 6:30, you will receive some call from our representative team. And they will tell about the next thing, and that means the next round. Then it was like 6 o'clock. Then I have wait for 2 hours, and at 8 o'clock I received 1 more call, and they asked me to join from the Google Meet, and I joined. And that thing, I think the person is from the US. It is a foreigner. He was asking me in the US accent some questions like what is your name and from which state you belong, what is your college name, what are the majors in your college, basic questions. And after that, he just started to explain me the salary structure. At that time, the moment was very excited for me that मुझे तभी पता चल गया था कि हो गया है मेरा सब कुछ ये salary explain कर रहा था. So that time he just explaining the salary structure of the company. Also the technical thing in which technical technologies we are going to work. And also my company is going to provide me 1500 stocks. So he was asking me about the stock questions like, do you know about the stock market, like NSE and somewhat like that. Just I am having somewhat information. I just tell them that I am having this much information about that. So they told me, okay, no problem. So just after ending that meeting, he asked me some, do you have any queries or you want to ask some questions? So that time I was somewhat nervous that I was not perfectly knowing that I get selected or there is any chances of rejection. So I didn't ask any question. And after just ending the meet, I had a call from the HR. He told me, congratulations, you got selected and the offer letter will send to your college. And after that, the college will send you. And after that, I think on my college group, there was a list, the students who selected in Tracelink. There was only 2 names. My name was not there, but I received the offer letter from the Tracelink. So I called my coordinator. So he thought I was just again disturbing him that to forcefully take the interview. He was just shouting on me that तुषार अभी हो गया, कुछ नहीं हो सकता है, तू next company के लिए try कर, ऐसा वैसा बोल रहा था. Then I told me, but I received an offer letter from Tracelink. So he told me, just wait a minute, I will ask the HR. And after that, next day, वो college के list में update हो गया. So finally, I got the offer letter and finally I selected in Tracelink.
My God, so stressful.
Yeah,
so tragic.
The stress level was like up and up, up and down, up and down. Because my interview started at 12:30 noon, and it goes up to 8:30 or 9. We can say 9. And up to 10 o'clock, I received the offer letter from company. It's an official offer letter. But I was not sure that college में तो पता नहीं है, but मुझे offer letter आ गया. Like मेरे friends के भी बहुत से call आने लग गए, यार तुषार हुआ नहीं तेरा, जाने दे, next company के लिए try करेंगे. Like this they are saying, but I was knowing that offer letter is with me, so I can, like, the situation is quite excited for me that time.
But it's really nice, like you didn't give up hope,
Yeah,
and
till the
managed to
last time.
stay calm and completed everything. So in the end, it all
Yeah.
turned out well.
Yeah, like
Okay.
after that I started dancing when I got the offer letter and I said all the things. It was too excited for me.
So at the last, any tips for our juniors?
Yeah, I can share some data materials. There are some study material.
Yeah, sure.
Can I have that permission?
Yeah.
See, basically, I was not that much scholar student in my college. My pointer was average of 7.5, and company required the eligibility criteria of 7.5 only. It was just equal to 7.5 only. But I started coding in C++ in the lockdown period. COVID really helps me in this thing. I take the opportunity to start learning C++ in the COVID situation. That time I start with the Apna College. There is one playlist from Apna College. I think Aman sir is there. Yeah, he started the playlist. I started that thing and I completed the half series of that. After that, I practiced myself on HackerRank platform. So the HackerRank platform was so much familiar, and I was knowing all about the HackerRank. That's why it on the first round it really helped me that I was knowing all about the HackerRank and also the question style and how the question was, how to solve that question, and like how to pass the input, sample input and output. I was knowing already on that because I had practiced a lot of on HackerRank only. And after that, I go with an interview bit. There is a website interview bit. I download all the interview questions, previously asked interview questions in C++ and OOPS concept. I learned all that thing from the interview bit. And I also prepared from the Prep Insta. They had given the free course, that is a theory course on their website. It is free only. I didn't pay a single money for that. That also helped me. And also I was the subscriber from your channel also. I was watching the videos of the previous ones that who had given the interview exam. That time I was thinking like कितना सही है यार, ये इंटरव्यू होने के बाद ऐसा भी होता है कि कोई अपना इंटरव्यू एक्सपीरियंस पूछते हैं. So that was from the first day only I was thinking. और जैसे ही मेरा इंटरव्यू हुआ है, जैसे मेरे हाथ में ऑफर लेटर हुआ है, नेक्स्ट डे ओनली आई मैसेज टू द सर फॉर टू टेक द इंटरव्यू ऑफ मनी आल्सो. I want to share the interview experience for that. So just for juniors, ऐसा भी होता है कि पहले मैं वीडियोस देखता था इस चैनल के सारे स्टूडेंट्स. Now I got the chance to share my experience. That is a very proud thing.
No, it's very nice. Now people will look up to you, like they will watch your videos, and it will help them to crack the recruitment process for this company.
Also, I want to share one thing that from my friends only, there are many students, they are just trying for CPP also, Java also, and Python also, but company doesn't require this thing. They just check for the problem, how you are approaching and how is your thinking. They didn't mind which language you are using, because while giving the first round of coding, there are many choices like C++, Java, Python, and many more. So just stay in the single language only, practice in the single language only, and develop the problem solving skills. The approach, how you are going to solve, and just focus on the data structure. Once you understand the data structure, you can handle any type of question asked from anywhere. In that, I was very sure about the array, because I had seen the basic concepts of array, how the indexing value are given, how the data is stored in the array. That's why now I had the confidence that I can solve any questions from the array.
Okay then, guys, I guess it's a wrap for today. Thank you so much, Tushar, for coming in and sharing the wonderful tips and the experience. And guys, so Tushar's LinkedIn will be in the description box below. So in case you have any questions or queries regarding the recruitment process or want any sort of guidance from him, feel free to reach out to him. And don't forget to hit the like button if you're still watching, and share it with friends who are preparing for this company. And we'll be back next week with another placement interview experience segment for you on Friday as usual. Till then, take care and prepare well.
Thank you, guys.